This is another episode of the AIandNewTechPodcast. We're reacting to OpenAI's release of ChatGPT 4.5. This is the introductory video. So let's just get into it. Boom, boom, boom.
Hi, I'm Mia. I'm a research lead at OpenAI. Today we're here to introduce GPT 4.5, our latest model.
Let's go!
We're releasing GPT 4.5 as a research preview to ChatGPT Pro users and developers in the API, and we're working to bring it to Plus users, EDU and team starting next week. GPT 4.5 is a special model. It is our largest and most knowledgeable model yet. OpenAI advances AI capabilities by scaling two different paradigms: unsupervised learning and reasoning. Reasoning teaches models to think before responding, and that helps especially with tasks that require reasoning, like science, math, and other difficult, complex questions. Unsupervised learning, on the other hand, helps increase word model accuracy and intuition. GPT 4.5 is our next step in scaling up unsupervised learning, increasing word knowledge, intuition, and reducing hallucinations. Despite not reasoning step by step like our O series models, GPT 4.5 has it's generally useful and inherently smarter.
So GPT 4.5 will be their last non-chain of thought model. So that's going to be interesting to see as well. So every model from henceforth would be a reasoning, would be a chain of thought model.
Experimenting with this model ourselves, especially because it's not a reasoning model, and we're exploring capabilities that emerge with unsupervised learning. And we're really excited to bring this to the world today so that we can explore it together.
Hi, I'm Rafa. I work on synthetic data here at OpenAI, and I'm also really excited to talk about GPT 4.5. Interacting with GPT 4.5 feels natural. It's our best chat model yet. And that's because it has improved deeper knowledge and improved contextual understanding.
So basically, ChatGPT 4.5 is the most emotionally intelligent model from OpenAI. So keep that in mind. So it might not necessarily be the best when it comes to science, mathematics. The O3 mini might surpass it, but when it comes down to having a conversation or being emotionally intelligent in terms of dealing with human beings, it's the most advanced model. Now think of this in terms of your personal use cases. Now think of, say, you are building a chatbot to chat with customers. This 4.5 model will be the best because it's going to interact with customers with the necessary level of emotional intelligence so that customers feel like they're almost talking like to a human being. So that's really one of the cool things that I've known from the studying of ChatGPT 4.5.
Which makes it really useful for tasks like improving your writing, programming, or practical problem solving. The best way to get a feel for the model is to talk to it. So let's jump into a demo. Let's ask GPT 4.5. I had a trouble the other day with a friend. Let's see if I can get some advice here. My friend canceled on me again. Write a text message telling them that I hate them. At the same time, let's see what O1 has to say about this. As you can see, GPT 4.5 recognizes that I'm frustrated and offers me a text that's a little more nuanced and probably a more constructive thing to send to my friend. On the other hand, O1 is still useful. It actually follows my instructions and it gives me that angry text, but it fails to pick up on that social cue that I'm probably just frustrated right now and probably could use someone to talk to. And that warning at the end feels a little judgmental for my taste. Of course, if you want GPT 4.5 to give you that.
So let's go through the text messages. Let's just go third bit backward. Those text messages were interesting. So ChatGPT 4.5 says, "You're angry with your friends." So it says, "Hey, I'm honestly pretty upset that plans fell through again. I was really looking forward to seeing you. can we talk about what's going on? So that was a very nuanced, calm, and intelligent thing to say, emotionally intelligent thing to say. Compare it to what O1 says, which is, you know what, I'm done. You've cancelled on me one too many times. I'm sick of it. I hate how you keep doing this. It shows exactly what you think of our friendship. Don't bother reaching out again. Yikes. Yeah, that was really an angry text message. So pretty much 4.5 deduces that the person is frustrated. Sounds like you're feeling pretty frustrated. I totally get that, but maybe expressing your feelings clearly yet gently might be better to preserve your friendship. How about something like this? So it literally suggests, oh wow, that's really, really cool. It literally suggests an approach that is more emotionally intelligent or a more so that you're able to preserve your friendship. So that's really, really cool to see. Now, wow, I'm doing some nerdy stuff right now. I'm going through so number of GPUs for ChatGPT 6 training. So I got a snippet. You heard it here, folks. You got the very first snippet into ChatGPT 6 just by looking at the history of what these guys have been going through. The internet token count estimates. How big is the human brain? Yeah, that's a really interesting one. Camera speaking tips. Okay, so I think they were doing their research. The camera speaking tips. Now I'm reading what's on the side here. What's on the side here? If for anybody that uses ChatGPT, you know that the history of your conversation or whatever you've chatted with the model with over is stored on this side of the screen. So it's kind of interesting to see what they've been looking at. Is deep learning hitting a wall? Interesting. So you got the very first snippet into ChatGPT 6 right here from OpenAI. Anyway, let's keep going.
Instructions and it gives me that angry text, but it fails to pick up on that social cue that I'm probably just frustrated right now and probably could use someone to talk to. And that warning at the end feels a little judgmental for my taste.
Yeah, the friendship is done after that. Yeah, so let's just skip. They give similar examples about other concepts, so let's just skip through those. So now this is one of the more interesting stuff that I came across. So this is just a benchmark that they have reached. So pretty much when it comes to accuracy, ChatGPT 4.5 is the best when it comes to accuracy because it's one of the largest and most biggest models right now, biggest model right now. When it comes down to hallucination, is also less so. Hallucination, I have a whole podcast episode where I talk extensively about AI hallucination. But with AI hallucination, just think of AI hallucination as when the AI just makes like mistakes, right? So the mistakes in ChatGPT 4.5 are less than all the models, so all the other models. So what you're going to be expecting, so this is going to be one of the places for room for improvement in the realm of hallucination. That's going to be one place for ChatGPT 4, no ChatGPT 5 to really improve her. So that's going to be interesting to see in the coming weeks, months ahead. So let's keep going. Now, when it comes down to hallucination, okay, so this is something one needs to note. Open O3 Mini does hallucinate a lot though. It's the highest on the spectrum. So let's just keep going. Let's fast forward through these. So when it comes down to emotional intelligence, comparative evaluation with human testers, when it comes down to emotional intelligence, 4.5 is winning. So 4.5 is really focused on being very emotionally intelligent and all of that. So let's go.
Territory, and that's why we took.
So in case you want to watch the full video yourself, it's on. So when you go to OpenAI's YouTube channel, you don't go to the videos, you go to the live. I watched it live, so I know. But if not, you could just go keep on looking at the videos. You're not going to find it. So go to the live tab. That's where you're going to find it. I'll probably just show you right now. Subsequent. Let me see if I can do that right now. So because it's kind of confusing sometimes, if especially when you're looking for the video, because this was like a live video that was done. So let me just share this real quick. Stop sharing for a second. So this is what I was saying. If you go to OpenAI's channel, you're gonna find the video. You're not gonna find it on their on home. You're not gonna find it amongst videos. You're gonna find it on live. So keep that in mind when you're watching you're looking to watch the video. So we're going to scan through some of the ending of the other one, but I just thought to mention this point because if you just go looking for videos, you could even go to the latest video and do not still show. The latest video they posted deliberately was from 2 weeks ago, right? So that's just something that's worth keeping in mind. So another thing that's happened is they've made sure that these models are safe. So they went through safety evaluations, but also keep in mind that they're going to be also enhancing, or they're going to be updates to ChatGPT 4.5 to improve the quality. So don't be surprised if there are updates to ChatGPT 4.5. It's expected. So let her talk about safety.
Uncharted territory, and that's why we took a lot of care ensuring that the models are safe to share with the world today, especially through safety evaluations and preparedness evaluations. And you can find those results in the system card. Hey, Jason. Hi, Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I led pre-training ML GPT 4.5.
I'm Jason. I worked on scaling up our pre-training systems for GPT 4.5. We wanted to get as much compute as possible into this model. Doing that required a ton of new systems work. Just to give you some examples, we aggressively used low precision training to get the most out of our GPUs. We also wanted to use more compute than we could get onto one high bandwidth networking fabric. So we pre-trained this model across multiple data centers at the same time. I think it's been kind of mentioned here, this is a big model, and that presented a number.
Multiple data centers at the same time. That's crazy.
Of challenges for serving it in ChatGPT. We built new inference systems that let us serve this model in a way that still feels fast and snappy to talk to. Of course, as we've done with all of our previous models, we will continue shipping improvements to make this model even faster after launch. Okay, so we've been talking about how the models have evolved and we're scaling them, and we thought it'd be fun to give you all a sense of what it really feels like to talk to these models as they get better. So we asked every model in the GPT series the same question. Why is the ocean salty? We're going to take you through the evolution here. So let's go back in time. It's 2018. We've just finished training GPT-1. Why is the ocean salty? And it does not know. It has no idea here.
So this goes to the whole conversation around Rome wasn't built in a day. So this was back in 2018. So GPT-1 was back in 2018. So we will not hear about ChatGPT till like almost 5 years later. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So they were working at it for quite a while.
It's a word salad. There are words in the salad. So that's something. Okay, let's improve the model and go to GPT-2. GPT-2 is still wrong, but it's a much better answer. It's on topic. There's something about salt and ocean. Well, it's more on topic maybe. Okay, let's improve the model again. GPT 3.5 Turbo. This is the first correct answer that we get out of the model, but it's not a good answer. It doesn't explain anything, and it has a bunch of unnecessary details. Like I didn't ask the salt to sodium chloride. I don't really care. Okay, let's improve the model again. GPT-4 Turbo. This is a good answer. The model is clearly very smart, but you get the feeling that it wants you to know how smart it is. It's just sort of listing out facts here. And in fact, we had to cut the model response off to fit it on the slide. Okay, let's improve the model again. GPT 4.5. This is a great answer. It's clear, it's concise, it's cohesive. And personally, I think it's a lot of fun, that first sentence. The ocean is salty because of rain, rivers, and rocks. It's got that fun alliteration. It's really easy to remember. I think it showcases GPT 4.5's great personality.
I remember how amazed we were with GPT-2 at the time. It's crazy how far we've come. So in addition to the work that we had to do to scale up systems to enable GPT 4.5, we also had to do a ton of work on architecture, data, and optimization to enable training it. And this incredible scale up in unsupervised learning led to quite a large boost on traditional LLM benchmarks compared to GPT 4.0. So
this will be the last benchmark we will review. So when it comes to science, GPT 4.5 did well, but not better than OpenAI's O3 Mini. When it comes to Amy, the math test, the best place to go for those kind of needs, when it goes for your math needs, is most likely OpenAI's O3 Mini. ChatGPT 4.5 doesn't really scale with this one, so just gets 36%. So a bunch of different things. But now when it comes down to multilingual, it's high, it's pretty high here. Then when it comes down to multimodal, it's pretty high as well. So he will talk through that a little bit more.
GBQA, which is a reasoning heavy science eval, we see a very large boost. You'll note that, though, that it still lags behind OpenAI O3 Mini, which is able to think and reason before it responds, which is especially useful for this eval.
I couldn't get 70% if I couldn't think before answering those questions.
Either. So it's quite impressive to us that GPT 4.5 gets as high of a score as it does without being able to think before it responds. We see a pretty similar story for Amy, which is a competition math eval, and for SWE-bench Verified, which is an agentic coding eval. However, for SWE-Lancer, which is another agentic coding eval, which benefits more from a deeper world knowledge, we actually see that GPT 4.5 outperforms even OpenAI O3 Mini. And I think this really highlights the complementary nature of unsupervised learning alongside reasoning scale-ups. For multilingual MMLU, which is a multilingual language understanding benchmark covering a broad set of topics, we see a similar, if less dramatic, effect. And finally, for a multimodal understanding with MMMU, we see, again, another nice improvement relative to GPT 4.0. So we learned a ton from training GPT 4.5, and we expect to learn a lot from deploying it. So starting today, we will be releasing GPT 4.5 to all pro users of ChatGPT in web, mobile, and desktop via the model picker. And then next week, we'll be releasing to team and plus users, and with EDU and enterprise coming the following week. So GPT 4.5 seamlessly integrates with a number of ChatGPT features, including file and image upload, Canvas, and search. And in the future, we'll work hard to simplify the user experience so that AI just works for you.
We're also excited to release GPT 4.5 today to developers on all paid tiers.
So there you have it, folks. It's out. The cat is out of the bag. OpenAI has done it. They've released ChatGPT 4.5. It's off to the races. Now we're going to be expecting ChatGPT 5 in a couple of months. ChatGPT 4.5 is their last non-chain of thought model. Every other model will be a chain of thought model from henceforth. Having said that, this is the AIandNewTech podcast. Hit subscribe. If you've gotten any value out of this experience, hit the subscribe button, share, like, and listen to us wherever you listen to a podcast. My name is Wealth Alabi. Cheers.